We're continuing on our series in the book of Joshua, and this week we are talking about when Israel finally crosses the Jordan and enters into the Promised Land. Now, this is a significant moment in the history of Israel, in a way that maybe doesn't get as much recognition and as much talk as the crossing of the Red Sea, but it has kind of a similar impact in terms of in terms of that nation's story as that event. In fact, a lot of the imagery here is very much invoking the miracle that happened there, and there's a good reason for this. This is a miracle that God was using to teach the people of Israel and to reaffirm, to give them a reason to reaffirm their faith in Him, and to understand that what they are about to go and embark on, this conquering of this land, this driving out of these people, is going to happen because of God's own power. And to do that, He decided to do this miracle to show them that, look, just like how I got you over the Jordan River, had you cross through there while it was in flood season, while the waters were higher than normal, and had you cross on dry land. If I am able to do that, then I can definitely help you, and I will make sure that you are victorious over these people that you are going in and confronting. And so this reaffirmation, this push for this miracle to give the Israelites, to remind the Israelites of who they are dealing with here, of who they are worshiping, it was meant to strengthen them, and in it they were supposed to find strength to go and carry out what God had ordered them to do and what they were intended to. And in fact, as we see later on, God does as well give miraculous victories to the Israelites beyond even this moment, beyond even this miracle. The collapsing of the walls of Jericho is another miracle where God again shows His power to the people of Israel and shows that He has their back, and that He, as long as they are worshiping Him and following His commands, He will, make them into the great nation that they are destined to be. And I think in all of our lives, we need moments like this. We need moments not just where we have that huge, amazing, miracle type situation, that sort of crossing of the Red Sea sort of moment, but we also need moments where God reminds us that He is still there, and that He still has that same power, and that He can still work in our lives for our own good. And for every single person, that is going to be different. Usually these are those mountaintop experiences that we all go through in faith. And I would like to encourage all of you, when you have a chance, to go out and go ahead and seek those. I don't think there's anything wrong with going and trying to seek God and seek, these miraculous kind of moments that will build up your faith and make it stronger. Now I would also say, and I also want to caution that should not be the entirety of your faith. You should not be going into every single situation, demanding miracles, because sometimes God is going to work in a completely different way that isn't, that sort of miraculous stopping of the Red Sea. Sometimes it's going to be, He's going to give you skills, or He's going to, direct you to people who can actually help you get through whatever it is that you may be facing. But regardless of what it is, I think that we need to, keep these types of moments in mind, and understand that within our own lives that God is working, and that He is powerful, and that He is able to deal with whatever we might be facing. And in this way, similar to the Israelites, we can take faith in that and be strengthened by it, and face whatever we are about to face, whether it's good or bad, with that knowledge and with that comfort that God is on our side. And with that, I'd like to invite you all to join me for our last worship song today.